Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites and hopefully add all kinds of games to your backlog. That's what we try to do every time. And most of the time, we do a pretty good job of it. That's what we try to do at least. And, I'm going to go out there on that limb and say, hey, we typically are doing an okay job of that. I check in with my customers. They tell me that things are on the up and up on the channel. So I'm feeling good. I'm glad that you're here with us today. If you like rogues, I'll tell you what, in my opinion, there's no better place to hang out. So that's what we play here all the time. Lately, we play a lot of bullet heaven games because they're awesome. That's why. This is another one of those. This is Scarlet Tower, and when I say that I've been addicted to it, I really mean it. I really have been grabbed by this game. I've kind of been vacillating between Scarlet Tower and Army of Ruin lately. In fact, I was talking with Getter7, one of our community members, in the comments the other day, and we were talking about how Scarlet Tower is one of the harder one of these. The bullet heavens, the reverse bullet hells, the roguelite survivals. It's definitely one of the harder ones, but there have been some updates made along the way to drop rate and enemy damage rate and just a glorious amount of coins. In fact, I told Getter7 the other day that I felt like I was tiptoeing backwards after robbing a bank and whispering, really? Really, you're going to let me get away with this? Because I had a run that granted me 10,000 coins. You might have caught my total coin amount right now. Oh boy, creates a Celestial Slash every 7 seconds that bounces through up to 12 enemies dealing 90 damage. This is a wonderful upgrade to get right now. I think we are going to have a really nice run. I think. The Celestial Sword. How about that? And that's a brand new one, too. I got that by doing certain things in the game. So we're going to try to have a good run today. We're going to talk a little bit about kids and video games and playing video games with your kids and a little bit about what that was like for me at the time, which feels like many moons ago now. We'll probably talk about coffee. We might talk a little bit about food. You know how we do on the channel. Let's go with the frost staff. Why don't we? Yeah, we'll get into all that stuff today. It should be a good time here. But first, some business about the business about the business. If you're new here, thanks for being here. Love having you all. If you're not new here, thanks for being here. Always appreciate your support. If you are new, we would love to have you more often. Earn the right to your subscription. Just know that a couple things are going to happen, okay? And this is a promise and a guarantee that we make. We're going to weigh you down. We're going to pack that wish list full of games. You're going to say, "Oh my God, I gotta play this now," or "I gotta pop this on the wish list." Okay, that's going to happen. But here's how we're going to make that okay. We're going to lighten you up because we're going to pull money out of that wallet to purchase said games. Okay, so really, it comes out equal, and it's a win. Okay. Because math and physics. So now that we've gotten through the science of it, We will just destroy as many flying insects as we can, grab as many blues as we can, and we'll say cheers to you as well. I am currently drinking what's left from one of the roasts that I picked up when I was visiting Utah at Cafe Merc. They had a roast that had notes of pepper and just a very dark roast. Very nice. It's got a nice smokiness to it. There are just some really great coffees out there, you know. If you haven't dabbled in the dark arts of coffee, consider maybe venturing out into a different roast category. You know, if you're a light roast person, maybe try a medium or a dark. You know, you might like that smoky or dirt. It's just got a nice earthiness to it. All right, so we're going to totally upgrade the fire staff here. Maybe fully upgrade is a better way to say it. Oh, let's grab that. Good deal. I like this celestial sword that we opened up. I think this is the first time seeing that, so it's good. Now, what would be really nice is if we could find some upgrades to our primary weapon. I'd be feeling very good about that. So, anyway, wanted to talk about gaming with children. Now these days, you know, my kids are 10 and 12, you know, so lately I'm seeing a lot of, Celestial Sword increases damage by plus 20. That's nice. That's good. I'm seeing a lot of Fortnite on the screen. They are going to be gifted a copy of Goat Simulator 3 very soon. They loved the previous title, and one of my kids got a B on their math test. She worked very hard to earn it. Math does not come easily to her, and she's been putting a lot of time in after school to help augment that. And my other kid is just completely owning school, loves it, performing really well. So we're gonna treat them to a copy of Goat Simulator 3. They're gonna love it. And I looked at reviews this morning, and I was like, good. And again, even if the review outlets said, "Hey, this game is a 2," my kids would probably come back and say, well, what kind of crack are they smoking? This game's a 12, you know? Those kids are on the new math. You've heard of the new math. So, you know, it's games like that. Ooh, decrease cooldown by -2. Very nice. Look at that. Wow. Increases damage by plus 40. Another one for the Corruption Crown and Power Gauntlet. Very nice. Very nice. That was a good chest. Yeah, so it's games like Fortnite and Goat Simulator, and, you know, a couple of years back it was Minecraft, all the time Minecraft. Not as much Minecraft happening anymore. My one daughter likes a game called Lego Worlds, which is basically Minecraft with Legos. But lately, those are the games they've been, you know, going towards. It's been a lot of Fortnite. I got them the Battle Pass, and they wanted to get Spider-Gwen, which is currently on the final page. And they were able to do that. I think for the season they're at, I don't know, level 97 or something. They've passed me up. I don't know how I feel about that, because they got me into Fortnite too for a little bit. Fortnite can be fun. It surprised me when I found that out. Uh, let's see. Do we want to go? Yeah, let's fully upgrade the power gauntlet. Now you're playing with power, right? Okay, we got a cooldown reduction. That's good. What we're going to try to do here is put the beat down on death. Well, we're at level 24. We max out at level 50. I'd still like to see some improvement to the primary weapon. Wouldn't mind seeing some armor show up. That's what I'm hoping for. You know, it's just up to that RNG at this point. That's why we like the rogues, right? Every run is different. Okay, we got a chest. And cheers to the dev, by the way. The other day when I was playing, I talked about how, you know, it would be really great if we had an arrow that pointed out chests when they fell, because it's easy to lose them. And this last update, we got the arrow now. So that's very cool. I love the devs that take advantage of feedback. And, you know, of course, I'm assuming that the dev heard it here first, right? But I'm sure that's not the case. All right. So a little bit more help towards the growth shield. It's good. Total HP of 439. That's not bad at all. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. So that's what they're playing these days. And I was talking with Maddie KO a little bit. Increases damage by +8 and velocity by +25%. That's awesome. That's awesome. And, you know, Maddie was telling me that it was really neat because, you know, one of his kids is getting into, I think it was Mario. And, you know, I remember that feeling, right? When my kids started getting into games that I enjoyed. But I was telling him about the early days of me trying to game with kids around. It's harder, you know, but I figured, hey, if I pull them into the hobby like at a young age, you know, that'll be okay, right? Like it'll help. It'll help me get what I want, and have some gaming time during this harder period. And it might open them up to the hobby sooner, right? And I also, just this morning, I follow Jeff Gersman out there of Giant Bomb fame, and he had posted a video of his daughter. I think it's called the Playaway, the new Game Boy looking console with the crank. So she was playing a game on there, and it just got me thinking again about the early days. So, you know, one of the first games that I tried to play with my daughter, and she was probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 at the time, was Skyrim. And, you know, Skyrim was really great because I could identify things on the screen and teach her, you know, what they were, right? Like, hey, that over there, that's a house. You see the house? Look at this cow. Look at all these things, right? So it was fun because you could walk around and, you know, point out things in the environment, and there were some teachable moments. Where we ran into some challenges that called for creativity was when we got to the slaughter. That's harder. And, you know, for a little bit, it was easy for me to just take care of what was ever on the screen while just covering her eyes briefly, you know, because I think I was playing at the time. I had some really souped up spells and inventory, where I could just kind of, decimate my way through encounters. So that worked for a little bit. What didn't work so much was when, she kind of caught on to that and said, no, stop with that. I need to see what's going on here. And I was telling Maddie KO, what I ended up having to do was to explain that the animals and the people on the screen, they're bad. They're bad people, and they're bad animals. They're acting angry, and so we have to put them to sleep, and when they wake back up, they're going to be good. So we're helping them. And you know what? It worked. It worked. It was a good way. It was an acceptable response. And so we then got to a point where I was playing Far Cry. And I think at the time, God, I'm trying to rack my brain here. It's been so many years. I think this was probably one of the Far Cries on the 360, if I'm remembering right. Maybe it was the Xbox One. It's hard to, it's hard to have thinking plus one. Sometimes I have to drink more coffee here, but when you're trying to play a game like Far Cry, there ends up being a lot of animals that have to be put to sleep, and so I was glad that I had already kind of set that tone going into that game. Because again, there was already an understanding. In fact, my one kid had said, "Oh, those are probably the bad animals, right?" And I had said, "Yeah, those are the bad animals. We're going to make them good again." And now everybody's old enough to just see through Dad's bullshit, and we all get a laugh out of it. And my kids are not deranged maniacs, so it worked out. It worked out okay, as far as I know. Could it all go to hell years from now? Sure. Anything's possible, right? Right. Good news though is I've got them turned on to Vampire Survivors, as we talked about in last times. We're doing it live Wednesdays. We played some Army of Ruin and talked about how I've got the whole family addicted to Vampire Survivors now. It's such a win. All right. This sounds okay. Frost Staff, increased damage by 38. Take a quick sip here. Cheers to you. I hope you've got something good in your cup today. I like that we can all get together and have a coffee, even though we're all in different parts of the world. Okay. Well, need to grab some health. And we got to start working on this dude's life bar. Level 34, so we've got 16 level ups to go. Or we can still get stronger, which is awesome. I think we still haven't seen any chunks of armor show up. I'm not thrilled with these really, but I'm gonna put it in luck, and maybe that will help influence the other upgrades that show up. I'd still love to see the primary get updated a few more times. It can get nasty if you can manage to upgrade it all the way. It is a force to be reckoned with. But the difficulty of Scarlet Tower is, certainly showing up really well right now. I mean, I am full up from a meta progression standpoint and not able to just mow everybody down. But I think that I enjoy that aspect of the game because the difficulty really does keep me coming back. I probably have, I don't know, 25 hours into this game, I would think. Yeah, we're just going to blaze right through that. Need some more food. All right. Now this character, being a vampire, a lot of different ways to get life back while we're doing damage, and I have a lot of those unlocked and buffed up quite a bit. But I do think that the dev is still working on honing those in to make sure that they all work properly. I'm trying to decide here. You know, let's go Sacred Water. Let's get another thing out there doing damage. Okay. Yeah, there was another game that I was playing with my daughter early on. And I can't remember what this game was called. It's definitely an older one. And I can even picture the title, the third person action RPG where you're out to get whatchamacallit, I'm drawing a blank. But you had a horse you could ride, a gun, and in one of them you played as Death. Why can't I remember the name of this? Anyway, there were a lot of sequences where you could knock dudes into lava. And I found myself saying, let's knock him into the lava. Let's put him in the hot lava. Right? And my one kid picked up on that. We were at dinner one time with my folks, and, you know, my dad had said something about somebody acting up, you know, and he said to my daughter, you know, what would we do if somebody did that? And she said, put him in hot lava. Fantastic. All right. Somebody dropped the chest. There it is. I see it. I spy a chest. Let's go grab that. Come on, primary. All right. Maybe not. That's okay. Level 39. Still an opportunity to level up quite a bit here. So we'll go into bat form, be a lot faster, and soak this stuff up. Oh, another chest. Where is it? Oh, it's over here, I think. We'll go... Yeah, I guess we'll go Essence Hourglass. All right, where did that chest go? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, upgrade to the knife. Oh, maybe we didn't have the knife before. Now we have the knife. I don't know. There's a lot happening. Okay. You know, I still can't believe that we're at the point in the year that we are. It's gotten a lot cooler out. Can't crack the window as often as I like anymore. Though, if I'm being honest, I still do. Even if it's cold out, I just like the fresh air. I don't know. Even if it's cold. Is that weird? It probably is weird. It's not great for the heating bill, I'll tell you that much. Just, I really appreciate the fresh air. All right. You know what? It's not too late for armor. And I have a feeling we're going to be going up against Death here. And what I'd like to do is give Death a run for its money. So we'll pop some armor on there. Ooh, man. Couple shots right in a row. Now, this bat form is pretty cool. The other characters are going to have some traits and skills like this as well, but they haven't been completed yet. But you can see placeholders for them. All right, 2 more projectiles and plus duration. That's good. Not sure if we're going to have what we need to take Death down. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Let's grab that. Here's Death. He's already ready. Okay. The one advantage that we do have against Death is our speed. We can kind of blaze around the map and grab gems and watch out for that red scythe. The knives can pierce through 3 enemies. Yeah, it sounds okay. I think we're already doing a fair amount of crits, so. Death's health bar is falling a little bit. Okay. Wonderful. Almost there to another level up. Okay. There it is. You know what? Decreased cooldown will be good. Hey, we made it back to daytime. 1 full night. And we're level 44, so still room, still room. Yeah, I think in terms of the ability to dodge and stay away from death, this character, right now at least, is likely your best bet because of the bat movement options. You know, sometimes you can even get death stuck on a tree or a structure, and you know, you'll be able to gain some momentum on him that way. Let's go with increased damage on the frozen scythe. Oh, man. Okay. Death is down to about half? A little bit more than half life left? Let's get some health back. Oh boy, okay. We gotta stay away for a moment. Grab some life bar before we fully re-engage. I'm gonna go with the move speed. Because the other two at this point, I don't think make as much sense. Oh no! Speaking of getting caught on a tree. Can happen to the player too. What we need to find is an area with some food. Some flame pillars and some food. So I have a feeling we're still hitting him, even if he's off screen. Oh boy, he's definitely not off screen right now. All right, he's got, what, quarter left of health? We're doing better than that? Oh, boy. He just gets going sometimes. Like right now. But I'm willing to be patient and to beat him in, I don't care how long it takes. Oh my, okay. Okay, let's step on the gas pedal. I think we're going to blaze right on through that. Doesn't make sense to sit in there. That's just a small hit to health. So, just like in Vampire Survivors, don't be afraid to walk right through the plants if you need to. I get health back when I burn enemies. That's probably what happened when we were over by the plant circle. Hey, we're looking good. We're looking good. I think we are. You're going to die, guy. There we go. There it is. There it is. Celebrate. Okay. Hey, we had a successful run. That's wonderful. Hey, everybody. This is Scarlet Tower. I have had a ball playing this game. I just keep coming back for more. I've beaten death a few times now. I do think that these extra challenges, which I have not tried one of these yet. I'll have to try it maybe next time. But we've got a couple other maps that are going to be coming out at some point. And I think this game's fun. If you're looking for a good bullet heaven, consider picking this up or popping it into your wish list. And we'll weigh you down for a little bit. Right? Have have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you next time on the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we will play a roguelike or a roguelite, because that's what we do here every single time. Every time. Set your watch and warrant to it. All right, you be well. We'll see you again soon.